Welcome back to Superbly Said, Advanced English Vocabulary and Phrases.
Yeah, great to be diving deep again. And this one's actually drawn from a SpeakDuo lesson, which is pretty cool.
It is. And just quickly, if you want to practice your English speaking, get more confident, meet people from all over the world on video calls, definitely check out SpeakDuo.com. It's a fantastic way to improve.
Absolutely.
But for now, let's jump right in. We're looking at some really useful, nuanced phrases for advanced English learners today.
Ready when you are.
Okay, first up, set the stage for something. We kind of know it means prepare, but what's the extra layer here? How's it different from just, get ready for...
That's a great question. Set the stage is much more deliberate. You're not just getting ready passively. You're actively creating the specific conditions, the right environment for something you want to happen.
Ah, okay. So it implies a bit more planning, strategy maybe?
Exactly. Foresight, strategy, sometimes even influence. You're trying to make sure things go smoothly, like setting up the props and lighting before a play starts, rather than just waiting for the actors.
I like that theater analogy. It makes it very visual. It's about shaping the conditions, not just dealing with them.
Precisely.
So in a work context, maybe talking to a colleague, I could say, to really ensure our Q4 project launches smoothly, we need to set the stage for it. Maybe by finalizing the budget and roles now.
Perfect. You're actively creating the right conditions.
Or thinking about, say, an IELTS answer about time management. I always try to set the stage for a productive day by sorting out my priorities the night before. That way I can just dive in.
Yeah, that works perfectly. You're architecting your success, in a way.
Nice. Okay, that idea of building connects to our next word. Foundational. People might just say important or maybe basic. What gives foundational its specific weight?
Well, foundational goes deeper than just important. It means something is the actual base, the core, the prerequisite that everything else relies on.
Prerequisite. Okay.
Yeah, like without that foundational piece, the whole structure, whether it's skills or a theory or whatever, it just can't stand up properly. Think about basic math being foundational for physics. You just can't do the physics without it.
Right. It's not just helpful, it's essential for what comes next. Indispensable.
Exactly that. Indispensable is a good word for it. Systemic necessity.
So a manager talking to an employee about skills might say, look, we see problem solving as a foundational skill here. It really underpins everything we do, innovation, efficiency.
Yep. Spot on. It's core to the whole operation.
And for that IELTS-style answer again, maybe about skills for young people, I truly believe critical thinking is foundational for anyone starting their career. It enables all the other learning and adapting you need to do.
Perfect example. It's the base layer for growth.
Okay, moving on. Next phrase. Without further ado. It's pretty common, especially in slightly more formal settings. We know it means let's start, but what's the nuance? Why use this instead of just now?
It definitely sets a tone. Without further ado, signals a shift. It kind of formally acknowledges that the introductory stuff, the small talk, the welcomes is over, and now we're getting to the main event.
Right. It implies efficiency, maybe respect for people's time.
Yeah, both of those, and often in a context that feels a bit more significant, like a presentation in a ceremony or an important meeting. It built a little anticipation, like, okay, the waiting's over, here comes the important bit.
A bit of ceremony almost, like kicking off that big meeting with the boss. Good morning, everyone. Packed agenda today. So without further ado, let's dive into the strategic plan.
Exactly. Signals focus and purpose.
Or thinking back to a big event, like in that IELTS context, I remember at my graduation, the dean stepped up and said, and now, without further ado, I present the class of 2024.
It really marked the moment. Yeah.
It absolutely does.
Yeah.
Signals significance.
Okay, let's switch gears to something more informal, but very descriptive. Pulling vampire shifts. You can almost feel this one. What does it convey beyond just working nights? Oh, it conveys a lot more.
Oh.
Pulling vampire shifts immediately makes you think of exhaustion, right? Working really late, maybe all night, feeling completely drained, operating when everyone else is asleep, like a vampire.
Totally. It's not just the hours, it's the feeling, the unnaturalness of it.
Exactly. Working nights is neutral. Pulling vampire shifts emphasizes how draining, maybe unsustainable, and just plain tiring it is. It's vivid.
So, chatting with a colleague about a tough deadline. This project deadline next week, I have a horrible feeling we'll all be pulling vampire shifts to get it done.
Yeah, it communicates that feeling of dread and exhaustion perfectly.
Or, again, that IELTS example about studying. Oh, final year. Yeah, prepping for exams often meant pulling vampire shifts in the library, studying until like 3 or 4 a.m.
Captures that student experience for sure. Not just working, but really pushing through exhaustion.
Okay, next up, anchor it to something. What makes anchoring stronger or different than just, say, linking it or connecting it?
Anchor brings in that idea of stability, of being firmly fixed. When you anchor something, you're giving it a solid, reliable base so it doesn't drift or get forgotten.
Ah, like a ship's anchor keeps it in place.
Exactly. Linking or connecting just shows a relationship. Anchoring implies making something secure, often by attaching it to something consistent or immovable, like a routine or a fixed point. It suggests dependency for stability.
Okay, creating a non-negotiable link. So maybe telling a team member about a new process. To make sure we always do this progress report, let's anchor it to our weekly team meeting agenda.
Perfect. You're locking it into an existing stable structure.
Or for personal habits, IELTS style. To stop myself procrastinating, I try to anchor my main study block to a specific time, like right after breakfast. It becomes non-negotiable then.
That's a great use case. Makes it a fixed point in your day.
Next, we've got the collocation in the dead zone. What does this phrase imply that's maybe stronger than just calling it a slow time or an inactive period?
In the dead zone really paints a picture of, well, almost complete lifelessness, a total lack of activity, energy, or productivity. It's much stronger than just slow.
Like nothing is happening at all.
Pretty much. Or nothing useful can happen. Think of like a mobile phone dead zone where communication just stops. It suggests stagnation, a period where progress feels impossible, maybe due to external factors or just a natural low point.
Right, like energy levels dropping, so talking about the office vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, the office is usually in the dead zone between, say, 12 and 1. Everyone's at lunch or just zoning out.
Exactly. It captures that lull perfectly.
Or reflecting on personal productivity for IELTS. I find that the late afternoon, maybe after lunch, can sometimes feel like a dead zone for concentration. Really hard to tackle anything complex then.
Spot on. A period of very low mental effectiveness.
Okay, nearly there. Second to last, fall into bins. This sounds quite straightforward, like organizing things. What's the subtle meaning here compared to just categorize?
Fall into bins is definitely more informal and visual. It suggests that the classification happens quite naturally, almost effortlessly. Like the items just sort themselves into predefined categories or bins.
So it implies there's already a clear system in place.
Often, yes. It suggests an established, maybe intuitive way of grouping things, so items just seem to belong in certain categories without a lot of conscious effort needed to put them there. Less formal than categorize.
I like that. Things just slot in. So a project manager explaining how they handle requests. New client requests. Oh, they generally fall into bins like urgent, future consideration, or needs more info.
Yeah, describes a routine sorting process nicely.
And for personal goals, IELTS style. When I map out my year, my goals tend to fall into bins like career, health, personal projects. Helps me see the big picture.
Perfect, a natural way to segment things.
And our final phrase for today, revving at maximum capacity. That engine metaphor is strong. What does it capture that working hard or very busy doesn't quite get?
It captures intensity and peak performance. Think of an engine really screaming, you know. It suggests operating at full throttle, highest possible efficiency, maybe with a sense of urgency or dynamism.
So not just effort, but high output, peak energy.
Exactly. Working hard can be slow and steady. Revving at maximum capacity implies a powerful burst, operating right at the limit, giving it absolutely everything. It's very energetic.
Right. So telling your boss about the team before a launch, don't worry, the development team is truly revving at maximum capacity to hit the deadline, conveys that intense effort.
Absolutely. It signals peak performance under pressure.
And for personal energy levels, IELTS again. Honestly, after my morning coffee, for about an hour, my brain feels like it's revving at maximum capacity. That's when I tackle the really tough stuff.
Great example. Captures that feeling of peak mental energy perfectly.
Okay, wow, we've covered a lot of ground there with some really useful advanced phrases. Hope you've been soaking them up.
Yeah, some great tools for more precise communication.
Definitely. And now, it's quiz time. Let's see how well you've grasped these nuances. I'll give you a question in 3 options, A, B, or C. Listen carefully. And remember, feel free to pause this deep dive here if you need a moment to think about the answer. Ready?
Let's do it.
Question 1. What does it mean to set the stage for something? Is it option A, to disrupt the flow of an ongoing event? Option B, to prepare the conditions for something to happen? Or option C, to act without considering future consequences. Take a second if you need it. Okay, the correct answer is option B. To prepare the conditions for something to happen. Remember, like when you set the stage for that productive morning, it's all about that deliberate preparation.
Got it.
Question 2. What does foundational mean in the context of personal skills? Is it option A, composed of many interchangeable components? Option B, crucial and forming the base of future development? Or option C, optional but helpful for short-term success? Thinking time. All right, the answer is option B, crucial in forming the base of future development. Like we said, communication can be a foundational skill, absolutely essential, the bedrock.
Makes sense.
Question 3. If someone says, without further ado, what are they likely to do next? Is it option A, continue making small talk before an announcement? Option B, conclude a meeting or discussion entirely? Or option C, move directly into the main content or action? What do you think? The correct choice is option C. Move directly into main content or action, just like saying, without further ado, let's begin. It signals the start of the main part. Question 4. What does pulling vampire shifts refer to? Is it option A, working exclusively at night or during late hours? Option B, taking multiple breaks during the day? Or option C, managing 2 jobs across different time zones? Mull it over. And the answer is option A. Working exclusively at night or during late hours. Think of those exhausting study sessions pulling vampire shifts. It really emphasizes the late nights and tiredness. Question 5. To anchor it to something means what? Is it option A, to mentally detach from routine structure? Option B, to plan ahead using unrelated events for timing? Or option C, to secure an activity by linking it to a consistent habit? Pause if you need to. Okay, the correct answer here is option C, to secure an activity by linking it to a consistent habit, like when you anchor an important task to your morning routine, making it stable.
Yep, locking it in.
Question 6. What is typically meant by in the dead zone? Is it option A, a time of reduced energy or productivity? Option B, a place of intense activity and motion? Or option C, an emotional state of full engagement? Consider the options. The answer is option A, a time of reduced energy or productivity. Remember the office feeling like a dead zone during lunch? Total lack of activity.
Got it.
Question 7. If tasks fall into bins, what is happening? Is it option A, they are being evaluated for monetary value? Option B, they are being divided into organized categories? Or option C, they're being deleted without review? Quick think. And the correct answer is option B. They are being divided into organized categories. Your tasks might fall into bins like work and personal natural classification.
Makes sense.
Last one. Question 8. What does it mean when someone is revving at maximum capacity? Is it option A, they're moving slowly to preserve energy? Option B, they are operating at peak performance or energy? Or option C, they are unable to maintain any focus or control? Final decision. The correct answer is option B. They are operating at peak performance or energy, like your brain revving at maximum capacity after coffee peak output.
Nice.
And that's the quiz. Hopefully that helps solidify those phrases. Mastering these kinds of nuances, well, it really does elevate your English, doesn't it? Makes your communication much more precise and effective.
It really does. And what's interesting, I think, is that understanding these subtle differences isn't just about sounding advanced. It's actually about precision in your thinking and your ability to express exactly what you mean. Sometimes that small difference in vocabulary makes all the difference in understanding.
That's a fantastic point. It's about clarity of thought communicated clearly. So the challenge for you listening is to try and use these phrases, weave them into your conversations, your writing, whatever it might be.
Yeah, practice is key.
Absolutely. And speaking of practice, one more reminder. For great opportunities to practice your English speaking with real people from around the world, do check out SpeakDuo.com. It's an amazing platform for building confidence.
Definitely worth a look.
So thank you so much for joining us for this deep dive into advanced English vocabulary. We hope you found it useful.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in.
See you next time.